So hello guys, today we're gonna study a small chapter that is our life process. Before going depth in life process, first we have to know what is life process. Life something which is moving, which is breathing, correct? Now the proper definition of life process can be defined as all biological process taking place in our body which is essential for our survival. So what do you mean by this? This is even if you are sleeping without doing anything, our body should have some function which is continuously going on. So what is that? For example, you have nutrition, respiration, excretion, transportation, etc. Now in depth, we're going to study about the nutrition. Now nutrition is of two types. One is autotrophic nutrition and one is heterotrophic nutrition. Now what is different between auto and hetero? Means self. Autotrophic nutrition means an organism which can prepare their own food. Now this is under autotrophic nutrition. Now heterotrophic nutrition, it's the opposite, which are nutrition which depend on some other organism for their survival. So this is your heterotrophic nutrition. For example, you might tell me, no sir, my mom is an autotrophic because she prepare food. That is not true. We actually depending directly or indirectly, we depend on some other creation of God. So under this, we're gonna study digestive system. Now what is this digestive system is? And what is digestive system means? A process of intaking food and absorbing. The process of intaking food and absorbing. After this, when you absorb your food, it has to supply energy to your body. That is done by the respiration process. But only digestion means you're intaking and simplifying the food and making it as an absorption. Now let me start the different parts of our alimentary canal, that is your digestive system. We have, first we'll see the diagram which is here. That is your, first comes buccal cavity. The next is your esophagus, that also known as food pipe. Then you have stomach. Okay, then you have small intestine and large intestine, and you have an anus. Now, what is the function of liver and pancreas? That we'll see in our upcoming. When we intake our food, it is first passed through buccal cavity. That is your mouth. Now, what happened in our buccal cavity? Let's take this as a story. For food to be simplified, there are three main food that has to be simplified. First is your carbohydrates. Carbohydrates has to be simplified into glucose. Second is your fats. That should be simplified into fatty acid and glycerol. And the third, that is your protein. Protein has to be converted into amino acid. These are the main three tasks which has to be done in your digestive system. If this three tasks is completed, it means there is a complete digestion. Now let's start from where it ends. So first we have the buccal cavity where we intake our food. In that you have three which break down your food. So it is called as mechanical breakdown, where you are mechanically by your will you are breaking down the food. And in that we have salivary glands in our mouth itself. So that glands secrete saliva. That saliva contain an enzyme called salivary amylase. Salivary amylase means it is an enzyme which actually converts carbohydrate into glucose. So one job is done within our mouth itself. So we have three jobs. Do you remember? So this is the one job which is done in mouth itself. Then the food is passed through our esophagus. That is your food pipe. Then the food will be sent to your stomach. In that stomach you have many enzymes. So you have gastric glands. Now what this gastric gland do? Any gland secrete enzyme. So even this gland secrete some enzyme. That is your gastric juices. Now which are these juices? There are three different juices. That is your HCl, pepsin and mucus. Now this you have pepsin. Now what does this pepsin do? Pepsin convert protein to amino acid. Do you remember second task which is to be done in your digestive system? That is your protein to amino acid which is done by the pepsin. But it has one drama. Now what is that drama is? this pepsin, it required food should be acidic. No, you can't drink acid, right? So there is some other juice which is secreted as your HCl. What is that HCl? Yeah, it's the same, hydrochloric acid, which is very dangerous acid, which actually when the food is entered in the stomach, the food is mixed with the HCl and the food become acidic. After that, this pepsin, the condition is satisfied, so it will convert protein to amino acid. Now what does this mucus do? We have HCl in our stomach, which is so powerful acid, so it has to be protected. So our stomach is protected from the HCl by mucus. Now the second task is done. We have one more last task. So that is done. Now food is passed from the stomach to the small intestine. Before going to the small intestine, you have something, liver and pancreas. Now what does liver and pancreas do? Liver and pancreas both are glands. Now as I told you, glands secrete hormones or any other enzyme. So this gland, liver, will secrete two hormones, that is your bile juice and bile salt. And your pancreas secrete two more enzymes, that is your trypsin and lipase. Trypsin, pepsin, somewhere related, right? Yeah, we have seen here where the protein is converted into amino acid. Since does the same. The left out protein is being passed when it is passing through the stomach. The trypsin, the left out protein, will be converted into amino acid. The complete protein is converted into amino acid. Now, even this has a condition. Here, this pepsin needed food to be acidic, but here trypsin need food to be alkaline or basic. So this your liver is secreting a bile juice which actually turn food into alkaline form. So now food is being alkaline. Here the trypsin is converted into amino acid. Now you have lipase. Now what does this lipase do? This lipase converts fats to fatty acid or glycerol. Now even this has some drama. What is that? It can't convert big globules of fat. So we have here bile juice which is secreted by the liver. The fat which is in big globules, it get divided into smaller pieces and the lipase will continue its work. Now the left out part. Now here the complete 3 tasks has been done. Now after completing 3 tasks, the food has to be absorbed. Now where does it absorb? The food will pass in the smaller intestine, which is also known as site of complete absorption. Now what does it do? The food which is being converted into simplest form will be absorbed in the smaller intestine. When the food is being absorbed, the left out waste, it will pass through this large intestine. And small intestine, you have villi which absorb the nutrients. And in large intestine, you have villi which will absorb the water. And the left out waste will gestion from the anus. Thank you.